Hey, what's up guys? We're back again to attempt the impossible in Clash Royale. A 3 graveyard deck. Before we did double graveyard and you guys told me I could be doing more. Putting your plan into action will cost an absurd amount of elixir though. Graveyard plus mirrored graveyard costs 11 elixir. And adding Skeleton King into the mix with its ability is another 6. So I'm already up to 17 elixir and I'll probably need a freeze, which puts me all the way at 21. For me to have fun with 21 elixir, I'll need to be in double or triple elixir every time. I can safely say that no one will expect this strategy. It's time to bury our opponents with the most graveyards Clash Royale has ever seen and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all of the high effort videos possible. All right, we got a game here. So I'm kind of trying to strive to survive until double elixir so we can dominate and stack up those skeletons. This is not the vibe that we wanted, with our opponent already unleashing a Night Witch. Means he's going to be a very aggressive player, potentially with Golem. Ooh, it's an Elixir Golem deck. So we can go for a Tombstone here. If you guys didn't know, you can pull the Elixir Golem ridiculously far. Oh my goodness. This guy already making me drop one of my graveyards on defense. Don't appreciate that at all. I'm going to go for a freeze so then the skeletons can finish off the rest of the Elixir Golem blobs. And then also, oh my goodness. Dude, I just wanted a relaxing game until double elixir, but you are not giving me that. This is the antithesis of what I wanted. Okay. Oh my goodness. Just chill for a sec, man. Chill. All right, we're going to go for skeletons here so the mini packet locks onto that. If you guys didn't notice what I did, I quickly dropped the Skeleton King, so then the Executioner would target that, and then I dropped the skeletons immediately after, so the mini packet would target the skeletons instead of the Skeleton King. So then the Skeleton King can go and fling more skeletons at our homie. Wait, he's gonna have arrows for my archers too. I hate you. I hate everything that you stand for, sir. Oh my goodness. So at least in double and triple elixir, we can afford more graveyards. In single elixir, we can't really go in for a graveyard freeze with a Skeleton King ability and then a mirrored up graveyard. It's not possible. As much as I want to stretch my elixir, it just doesn't work. So we're gonna go in for a Phoenix here. He's gonna elixir Golem blob. We can go for a graveyard right now, but I just wouldn't be able to afford my push. So instead, I'm deciding to go and fling some Phoenixes at my dude. He's going to Executioner, totally fine for me. As long as I get the best Tombstone placement, I think I can actually defend this. It's going to be one of the hardest defenses that I'll be doing in a while. He should Magic Archer to try to snipe the Tombstone if I had to guess. So because of that, I'm going to go for a Skeleton King preemptively, have the Magic Archer lock onto the Skeleton King instead of my Tombstone, so that we can stay alive and thrive. All right, we are up a lot of elixir right now, but at the same time, we can't necessarily kill his cards very effectively. It's kind of a conundrum. So we're going to go for a freeze, be able to lock everything in place, and then displace his Executioner, so then we can hopefully collect a lot of elixir with our Phoenixes, having free reign to inflict pain on the Elixir Golem blobs. I'm going to go and follow up with the Skeleton King so the Executioner locks onto that. Wait, this is supposed to be a mirror graveyard deck. Why do we have an entire horde or a flock of Phoenixes? We have 4 Phoenixes on the map! You can't stop me right now! We're all the way up in the sky! This is awesome. I didn't expect this to be pure memes like this. What is happening? The bad thing about it is I can't immediately win the game with it because, unfortunately, my dude has Executioner and Magic Archer, the 2 ranged cards that completely counter Phoenix if left alone. So, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time to unleash our tactics. We're going to go in for the Skeleton King ability. We're going to go in for the double graveyards on the left. And I don't know if this guy realizes there's 2 graveyard Venn diagrams stacked up on his tower. He doesn't understand. And we have a Gallivant plan. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 3 graveyards is the secret to success, so you can triumph over all the dirty Elixir Golem players. Honestly, most decks crush E-Golem if you know your defensive placements like we showed with the Tombstone, but this deck made it 10 times more fun. To jump into this game, fortunately this guy is not cycling a single thing at the start, and he's letting us thrive. Okay, never mind. He's gonna go and dive with this Prince first play. Kind of wanted to wait until double elixir, you know, savor the flavor of all of our skeletons, and then unleash everything at once. But that's not what's happening here. I definitely need to go for a freeze, so then he's not able to catapult a Prince charge and a swirling Valkyrie in my face. Not something I want to deal with. Okay, so our dude has a Valkyrie Prince push with arrows and bats. I don't know what I'm playing against. Most of the time, when you're pushing up at high-ranked ladder, you know exactly what your opponents are playing. When you're at 7,500 trophies, it's a winter wonderland of adventure where you don't know what your opponent's going to be doing at the next twist or turn. He's going to go for wall breakers as win condition, it looks like. So maybe he's got Mega Knight in the deck. That would make the most sense. But then you also have Valkyrie. So I don't know about that one, Chief. Okay, so we might be able to blast the Firecracker to bits using our Phoenix. But it's not actually ideal for me since I don't have arrows. I have no great way of killing a Firecracker, Dark Goblin, Archers, any of those cards. Oh my goodness, wait. Can we go for a super thick Skeleton King and body block with skeletons? Yo, that Hog Rider had no business getting there. It still got a shot on my tower somehow. I thought the Skeleton King plus Skeletons card combination was going to work wonders for us. It didn't happen. I'm going to go for a freeze spontaneously, and I'm going to go in for Archers. You guys might think this is stupid, but I might be able to kill the Valkyrie, even though it is one of the best counters to the Skeleton King in the game. It's going to lie. What the heck? It died to skeletons. That's pitiful, Valkyrie. You have one job. You literally have one job in Clash Royale. It's supposed to counter Skeleton King. You're supposed to literally put that in your deck to kill Skeleton King decks when you don't have any other answer. And guess what? We went in for a cheesy Archers at the river, helped out our Skeleton King, and broke through with the most broken card composition ever. Wow, Graveyard is unfair here. Okay, so I'm going to go for double Phoenixes. It didn't really work out the first game because, you know, Executioner was there. I still think this is going to be okay for us. What if we go in for a freeze? We stop him from getting, like, value with the Prince and then also the Valkyrie. No, we don't catch the Valkyrie. But can we catch the Firecracker? No popping off for you, dude. Not happening today, dude. All right, do we go in for a Tombstone? I think that's going to be our best avenue to explore. Hog Rider's other side with wall breakers. That's completely okay. Everything still gets pulled by that Tombstone. If you guys didn't know, Spawner's radius of pulls is much, much larger than everything else. Spawners will keep you safe in a lot more situations than like a Tesla would, for instance. All right, we're going to go in for a double Graveyard, or maybe triple Graveyard, actually. You know what? I think it's time to unveil the triple Graveyard threat. We're going to go in for the 2 Graveyards from the Skeleton King and the Graveyard on the right-hand side. Then we're going to go in for the Graveyard on the left-hand side where we actually want to go. Wait, his stuff is split up. He dropped his Valkyrie and his bats on the right-hand side, and it wasn't the right play. Well, he's going to get left in dismay as his towers decay. GG, well played. Super easy stuff, and a very fun victory there. Debating our opponent with all of the Graveyard Skeletons on the right-hand side. When he saw 2 Graveyards, he's like, oh, there couldn't possibly be a third. And then we dropped it to the left-hand side, and there was nothing left over for our dude. That game was the definition of divide and conquer. Yo, we got a game against someone with a fully maxed out Golem Mastery in his banner. So we'll see what he's up to. It's also interesting to see someone with a chess clan when they... Great. What an awesome strategy. You really are a chess grandmaster with a Golem play at the river first play. I can't believe it. I've never seen such an extraordinary maneuver. Why is it working? I didn't have archers or anything to kill that, and then he was able to break through and do a lot of damage. Dude, that's literally half of my tower. What is wrong with this world? Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? You know what? You have no elixir. You have literally no elixir. What if I unveil triple Graveyard in single elixir? I never thought this was a possibility. I didn't think this was possible. But I have clicked my Skeleton King, I've clicked my Graveyard, and I'm dropping a 3rd Graveyard in your face. I want this to work more than anything because it would be the most pristine 3 crown of my life, but I don't think it's going to work, guys. We tried it for the memes, and we got simply shredded by his small spells. It is what it is. I will be back. You killed my triple Graveyard once. You one-upped my memes with the Graveyard counters, but it's okay. I think we're fine. I think we'll find a way. He doesn't have arrows in cycle. We should be able to shred his golem right now. I think I'm going to 3 crown him with 3 Graveyards. So we are going to go in for a Phoenix here. In all honesty, I should have probably defended the mini P.E.K.K.A, but that's not really the way that we want to play. We want to have fun out here. If we decided to defend the mini P.E.K.K.A and stuff, we would have easily been able to stop the Fisherman. I was just hoping I could 3 crown him. I just didn't expect him to have so many good answers to our Graveyard Skeletons there. You can go in for a Tombstone. We should be able to shut down the Golem. And then go for the 3 Graveyards in the left. I want to go in for my Skeleton King early so we can soak up all the Skeleton souls as they die so we can recycle them back at our opponent. And now... this is our moment. This is our time. This is what we were waiting for, guys. We're going to go for archers early so they don't end up killing the Skeleton King. We'll drop our first Graveyard right now. We'll drop 2 more immediately after, right on the 3 crown. I think this is what we needed to do. He doesn't have arrows in cycle. It's going to be so much harder for him to stop this in double elixir. He's cycling Mega Minion there. He's not fully respecting the graveyard threat. This might work. We've got 2 graveyards in his face. We've got the freeze coming down. And I think this guy's dead. I think it actually did work. We played the master class of chess that our opponent wasn't ready for. And in the end, we stole his king and conquered his kingdom, taking each one of his crowns. We got a game against Dark, and we're going to see what he's up to. Definitely don't want to be trying to drop too much elixir early on, especially with Graveyard Freeze. It scales really well in the late game, not so good in single. He's going to go for a Phoenix at the start. I don't love that. I really don't want to play against someone. Oh, come on. Again with the Executioner. We just beat one of them earlier, and now we find a second one. His long-lost brother from another mother is really wanting to torment my Oh, okay. Maybe not going to torment my skeletons. What the heck is the Hog Rider doing? It's taking the most wind-about pathway towards my tower, and it only gets 1 hit. Wow, that's great. Executioner's out of cycle. We can go for a graveyard. I think this is a wonderful position. Nope, he's got Valkyrie. More splash damage. Great, dude. I don't have elixir for the freeze, but oh my gosh, the Phoenix Egg might pop in his face. That was hilarious. The Phoenix Egg pushed the Valkyrie back and it's like, yo, I don't have any plans on dying right now. I don't want to get fried. So it worked out pretty well. It was actually hilarious to see that the Phoenix forced out a mini P.E.K.K.A, which was a 4 elixir investment for our dude. And then I'm pretty sure that the Archer is going to take 2 shots from the Valkyrie so it doesn't die fast enough for the Valkyrie to get a hit on my tower. That's really, really big for me. I'm currently up 300 damage, and I've identified that this guy is running a wacky and weird deck. Oh my gosh. P.E.K.K.A Executioner Valkyrie. My man is screaming at me with splash damage from all sides. So we're going to go for the Skeleton King in the back. I'm going to go in head over heels with our Tombstone, and then I'm going to go in for probably a Phoenix to counter his Phoenix. He'll likely go in for an Executioner in the middle. Oh, he's dropping it off to the left-hand side. I wouldn't have done that if I was him. I can go pop the Skeleton King ability. Now he can't kill the Skeleton King at all. I can go for a Phoenix here on the Executioner, so maybe the Skeletons... No! The Executioner's range really made me pay a lot of elixir to counter this now. That's terrible. I probably have to go for archers in the face of the P.E.K.K.A so the P.E.K.K.A goes to get pulled back. Oh, this guy. He tried to get frisky with me right there with that tornado. He's trying some really crazy shenanigans. Okay, so I haven't done as much damage as I hoped to on the right-hand side. It's okay, though. I can probably go in for a Skeleton King, expect him to P.E.K.K.A in the back. Yup. And now we can bombard him with a skeleton attack. So we're going to go in for the graveyard. We've got our Skeleton King soaking up all the souls. So each skeleton that he dies, we're going to get more skeletons for our Skeleton King. Then I'm going to freeze. And then we can just bask in a winter wonderland of pure pain for our opponent. Watch us how much freeze is able to give me value here. Like, if the Skeleton King is able to just prolong his units from crossing the river, he's never able to reach our side. Wait, what if I do this? And then freeze? And then just hold all of his units in place. Dude, he's never going to leave. He's always going to be frozen for the rest of time. Just going to keep pulling everything back. This is awesome. That was 20 seconds of our opponent just staying on his side of the map. That's hilarious. And I feel like this deck is reaching new limits of toxicity each game I play it. We got a game against JJ. We're going to be dropping a good luck, and we're going to see what he's up to. Just going to go for a Tombstone at the start and maybe soak up all the skeletons with our Skeleton King. So whenever we see a Royal Ghost, it means one of 2 things. A Bridge Spam deck or potentially a 3 Musketeer deck. So are you going to have P.E.K.K.A? Are you going to end up having Ram Rider? What are you going to do, my dude? Whew, he is not cycling that much. He's going to go for a Musketeer. I would love to go for a Graveyard Freeze and unveil the double Graveyard and single elixir, which is not something that you can do very often. So, you know what? This is fantastic. We might be able to kill an entire Mega Knight with skeletons. 1 elixir cost cards versus 7 elixir cost. Who would win? If you said 1 elixir, you'd be right. Skeleton King is broken sometimes. We broke down more than half of his tower already, right? Pretty good. Well, actually, around half of his tower, not more than half. We can go for Tombstone last second to push the Musketeer off so it doesn't lock onto our tower. And we're in a fantastic position. Usually, our deck is extremely good in double or triple. But we're already making our opponent trip in single elixir. He is not having a good time. So I can go for a Skeleton King here to go and finish off the Royal Ghost. And I'm trying to think of any other way that I can attack his tower. If I go in for single elixir graveyards right now, I kind of won't get a good trade because he has minions in cycle, right? And if I freeze, I don't even kill the minions. So I'm sorry, Skeleton King. The first push that you had was wonderful. The second one, it's not going to happen. Ooh, can we activate King Tower with Mirror Skeletons? I think so. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go in for my skeletons here, pull the Mega Knight, activate King Tower, and feel fantastic about myself. That is not a 2 elixir investment from, you know, altogether. It's 3 elixir because the mirrored skeletons are, you know, hurting my piggy bank a little bit more, making me drop a little bit more elixir. I can go for a freeze here. I wonder if that's worth it because the mirrored up, oh, not the mirrored up Phoenix. I was going to say cloned up Phoenix too, but it's the reborn Phoenix. The third form of an alternate pathway of exploring another card in Clash Royale. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Clash Royale will add new ways of reborning cards or rebirthing cards, or what's the word for it? You guys can let me know. Resurrecting cards in Clash Royale, because if there's a champion that allows you to resurrect every single card that died in the last couple seconds, that'd be pretty unfair. And I'm not talking about Skeleton King where it resurrects it as a skeleton. I'm talking about, like, you know, resurrects your golem that died in the last 2 seconds. Imagine how memey that would be.
Your duty is not over.
You guys let me know down below in the comment section what cards you would or wouldn't want added to Clash Royale, depending on, you know, how absurd their abilities could be. But this game is already won, as you guys can see. I'm just going to be cycling archers in the middle. The Mega Knight's going to be jumping all over the map. It doesn't even know what to do because this game is an utter mishap for our opponent.
A few skeletons later.
Having multiple graveyards in your deck gives you multiple ways of winning. Amplifying your skillless skeleton spam has to be one of the most dirty and despicable tactics in the history of Clash Royale. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.